Welcome to the Daily Parks and Rec Show. As Craig LeBlanc from the Daily Parks and Recreation Show says, parks and recreation aren't just spaces, they're the soul of our communities. Across America, parks provide more than just a scenic escape. They're places where people connect, stay active, and create lasting memories. Parks promote physical health with trails, sports fields, and playgrounds while boosting mental well-being through the calming effects of nature. Recreation programs bring communities together, offering everything from fitness classes to cultural events. And as Craig often highlights, parks also play a key role in protecting the environment and driving local economies by attracting visitors and increasing property values. Whether it's a family picnic, a weekend hike, or simply enjoying the outdoors, parks and recreation are where life happens. Want to dive deeper into the stories behind America's parks? Tune in to the Daily Parks and Recreation Show with Craig LeBlanc for inspiring insights, tips, and updates about the spaces that bring us all together.
All right, so we got Mandy Johnson. Let me actually change this real quick because it says one of my previous guests. Let's see. You want to type it in there?
Sure.
Mandy Johnson from which what city?
Opelika.
Opelika. All right, so we're again live from this is the Craig LeBlanc, the Daily Parks and Rec Show, live from the Alabama Recreation and Parks Association.
Yes.
I forget the order sometimes because people swipe up the words.
They do. It doesn't roll off the tongue as easy as it should.
If I say it too fast, I'm like, I probably messed it up.
Yes.
And so let's talk about just the association.
Okay.
We'll start there because you're pretty active in the association and have been for a while.
Yes, very active. I've actually worked for Parks and Recs for probably over 20 years.
Yeah.
I started off at a small city at Valley, Alabama, as their aquatics director. And then I moved I went to Alabama, University of Alabama, and graduated, got a job with Parks and Rec there.
Yeah. Wait, you just said Alabama and you didn't follow it with Roll Tide. That's typically how I hear it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe because I went to Alabama. Like, I just don't feel, I don't know. I'm just not one of those people that's like War Eagle, Roll Tide all the time.
Yeah.
People, we're in Auburn, so everybody feels like they need to say War Eagle every 5 seconds.
Every 5 seconds.
Yeah. And I'm just like, oh, okay. Hey.
I live 3 blocks from LSU campus.
Oh, okay.
I'm as much as I am a fan, not nearly as much as all my friends.
As everybody else.
Like,
yeah.
It's overwhelming.
I have been to a game at Death Valley, and it was amazing when I was in college.
Oh yeah, it's
amazing,
intimidating,
very fun. But yeah, then my husband and I decided to move back to Opelika. That's where we're from, and I got a job with Opelika, and that's really where my ARPA development really started, because I had a supervisor, Tommy Agee, who really pushed for his employees to be involved. And so I started off just getting on a committee and just kind of worked my way up from there. I've been we're in District 5. And so I've been on I've been on the state board as District 5 chair, I think 3 times. I have been the awards chair for probably 8 years. And then I've also on Rec Sports, which Rec Sports is a big committee. We handle all the state tournaments, all the state bids. And so I'm District 5's Rec Sports chair as well.
Yeah. So we're talking about, from a volunteer standpoint, you're very active and so a lot of people that I ask about why should you attend, so we get that answer. And so what we'll be able to get from you is why should you volunteer,
right,
to help your state association? What has that been? How has that benefited you?
For me, it's just to get to know people better. So, when you showed up to conference, if you're this prime example of this yesterday at our social, this girl sat down where all of us were hanging out, and she just sat down to eat because there was not any more seats. She had no idea who any of us were, and come to find out, she's a swim coach, I'm a swim coach, and her and I were able to sit there and talk. But like, as a young person coming to the conference by yourself, you're very timid, and you don't necessarily, if you are not an outgoing person, going to walk up and start the conversation about your job, which is what you're supposed to do here. But anyways, being involved in a committee really helps you do that, because then you get to know other people that have like interests that you do. So now everybody knows that. I know Peter, the guy that was out here earlier was saying she's the swim person. That's kind of what I'm known as. You know, I'm the swim person here. If anybody has a swimming question in this state about Park and Rec, they call Mandy.
Yeah.
You know, and so everybody knows that about me. Like, that, you know, if there's a swim coach in Albertville who has a question.
So you're just a really good resource to the whole community, just around swimming in general.
Yes. And then, like, being on a committee, you just get you get to learn about how ARPA works, how Natalie works. You know, and people like here at the conference that people will see me and they're like, well, Mandy probably knows the answer.
Right.
You know, so we'll just ask her. So, and I love that. I love being able to help people if I know the answer, or I can get them to the person that can help them.
Yeah, so definitely get involved. It's not just about attending, which there's a lot of benefits just to come and just attend the classes, enjoy the family and the camaraderie. But, you know, it's a whole nother level when you decide to get involved, volunteer.
Definitely. And over the years, because I've been involved, I've been asked to teach classes here at the conference because, you know, Natalie knows, or Robin knows, that I can speak on swimming or speak on how to set up a swim meet, or, you know, you may have a niche that we need to taught here. And, you know, if you're on the conference education committee and we're looking for somebody to teach a class on, I don't know, ceramics, and that's what you do. And we didn't even know that, but now you're on the committee and we're like, oh, well, maybe you could teach that class.
Yeah.
So that's also a good resource.
Yeah. They're at least in RPA, they're supposed to be giving me this. They want me to speak on podcasting.
Okay.
And so here I am speaking on something. I really don't have a background in it, but I love it. It's something that's a passion project of mine.
Definitely.
And so, you know, kind of with what you just said is that if there's a passion that you have, you know, let them know, because that might be a subject matter that you get to speak on, or they need you to speak on.
And swimming is just a passion of mine. Like, that's not necessarily my job anymore. At my department. It's just something I love doing. I love being able to teach kids swimming. I love being able to run a swim meet and helping others run a swim meet if I need to.
All right. So then we can, I guess, finish off with that. Tell us about, let's say, how do you get into, or what's the importance of swimming? Maybe we start there. What's the importance of swimming when it comes to just, you know, being part of a Parks and Rec?
Well, to me, I think swimming should be every child's first sport, because it's a life-saving skill.
Yeah.
You know, basketball's, baseball, they're all great sports. But swimming, it can save your life. It's something you can do forever, you know, the rest of your life. I mean, you know, I work at a pool, obviously, and we have lap swimmers that are in their 90s, in their 80s. They come every day. So it's just something that you can do forever.
Yeah.
And it's something you can do competitively or not competitively. You know, it doesn't matter. You can just do it for exercise if that's what you choose to do. And I love teaching kids how to swim. I teach private lessons. I coach our youngest group on our team. And I'm more involved with the Parks and Rec side. We have a very big team in Opelika. We do club swimming, high school swimming, but I'm kind of the Parks and Rec liaison because that's what I've done. And so I generally help anytime we're hosting any kind of big meet for Parks and Rec.
Right.
I help whoever's hosting it.
And so if you are an aquatics manager and you're looking to try to get something out of coming to this convention, do they have like a couple classes? Or
yes, I'm actually teaching one.
No way. So what are you teaching?
I'm teaching how to set up a swim meet in Meet Manager, which Meet Manager is the program that we use to run swim meets. And the issue with Parks and Recs is a lot of times they're just summer teams. So they're not getting to use that program every day. And, you know, if you don't use something every day or once a month, it's hard to pick it up again, a computer program. And so a lot of summers, or every summer, I get phone calls from coaches or aquatics directors or swim coaches and say, hey, I know I should know how to do this, but can you tell me again how I put my kids in the events I want them in, or how I set up 8 lanes instead of 10 lanes, or, you know, that kind of stuff. And so I attended a class for USA Swimming on this very topic. And so I called Robin and I said, hey, look, I would love to do this for our conference because this is needed. And so I just took the one I did from I was attendee for USA Swimming and kind of made it for Parks and Rec. And so that's what I'm teaching. But there's several aquatics classes. Our aquatics director was here yesterday for an aquatics fitness class, I believe was here. And then there's an aquatics liability class.
Yeah, there's always something to learn here. I love how they have all these little breakout sessions, all the different parts of Parks and Recreation, swimming being one of them. But, you know, whether you're a groundskeeper or whether you're a director or whether you're, you know, anything at all, these state associations are wonderful. Natalie does a great job.
Yes, we definitely, I'm on the conference committee, planning committee, and we definitely try to have classes for everybody.
Yeah.
You know, whether you're maintenance or sports or TR or seniors or whatever, we want there to be at least 1 or 2 classes for you to be here.
Right. And then it's a great social event.
Yeah. Yes.
I love the social, the stuff at night.
Yes.
I mean, you can almost come for that reason alone.
Yes, definitely.
Not that anyone would do that. We do have a good time each night. Natalie has these awesome little events that she puts on. I don't know what they're doing tonight.
Tonight is cocktails and comedy.
There we go.
Yes. So we're going to go over to the Jane Dempsey Performance Art, which is one of Auburn Parks and Rec's new facilities. They're very proud of it. And so they want to show it off. And we have I'm from this area, so we have a local comedian coming tonight. And he's going to perform for about probably 45 minutes or so. Yeah. And tomorrow night it's Singo Bingo.
There we go.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be here for both. I don't think I'll be able to do live from it. Maybe off of a little my phone or something.
Yes.
We'll go live a little bit. But well, thank you so much for stopping by, man.
Welcome. Yes.
And I appreciate all that you do, helping put this great event on. And look forward to every year we can attend this.
Yes. How awesome.
Yeah. Thank you. Let me go ahead and end the stream here. It'll go on to the.
Welcome to the Daily Parks and Rec Show. Today, we'll discuss how Parks and Recreation improve the well-being of our communities. These spaces promote healthy living, foster connections, and support local economies. Parks encourage active lifestyles by offering areas for walking, running, and cycling, while also improving mental health by reducing stress and boosting mood. They also strengthen communities by providing gathering spaces for local events, social interactions, and recreational programs. Economically, parks contribute over $140 billion annually. They support businesses, create jobs, and even raise property values, benefiting both the community and local economy. Parks are accessible to everyone, with inclusive programs for all ages and abilities, ensuring everyone can enjoy these spaces. You can help support parks by volunteering, donating, or simply visiting. Every action ensures parks thrive for future generations. Thank you for watching the Daily Parks and Rec Show. Follow us for more insights on how parks enhance our communities.